After the deadly New Year's terror attack on Bourbon Street, state and local officials vowed to protect the city's tourist mecca.
We know that we could have done it differently. I think that they are going to be done differently in this city.
The city allocated $5.3 million to Bourbon Street safety measures. New metal barriers and bollards were placed on both sides of every intersection along Bourbon, from Canal to St. Anne. But soon Brian Lagarde noticed a big problem.
I'm just randomly pulling up video at this point, and we're seeing it happen.
Lagarde's Project NOLA crime camera network, while scanning faces in the French Quarter, kept catching people moving the steel barriers out of the way with ease.
This person moves it single-handedly, and then that allows this van to get out.
Yes, it does.
So he opens it wide open.
Right. And then drives through. And then, they leave it open, and then someone else might innocently drive onto Bourbon Street thinking that is open.
So now those are left there, and somebody could just get a high rate of speed going and ram through there.
Exactly.
Just 2 weeks ago, on a busy Friday night around 9 p.m., Project NOLA cameras caught this.
He made a U-turn in the middle of Bourbon Street in the crowd. The crowd's having to move out of his way.
Right.
And he's going to reach the barricades on the opposite side and then push them open.
Last week, we checked it out for ourselves and saw NOPD deploying the secure guard barriers with a ratchet around 6 p.m.
So the police just deployed the barriers, but there's no pins in these holes, and there are no corresponding holes in the street to anchor the barriers down, so it can just be pushed like this. I'm not a very big guy, and that's me moving it.
I showed the videos to Captain Sam Palumbo, the NOPD's 8th District Commander.
How long did it take you to move that barrier?
I had to put some force into it, right, for sure.
And then once you would get your vehicle in, you know what's at the next block?
Another one.
Another set of barriers. And then when you cross the street, you know what's across the street? Another set of barriers.
Yeah.
And then when you go to the next block, you know what you run into? Another set of barriers. So while it's not always a perfect system, it is a vehicle mitigation system. So it does mitigate what a vehicle can do.
The state of Louisiana initially leased 32 of these secure guard barriers to protect Bourbon Street during the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras at a cost of $28,800 a week. After Mardi Gras, the city took over the cost of renting the barriers.
Is that continuing to be the arrangement?
So I don't know the cost per week, but it is something that we are incurring. These secure guards are a temporary solution, okay, as we look for a more permanent solution.
How is that process going to unfold in terms of picking a permanent solution?
So that is above me. I will have my input as the 8th District Commander, yeah, on what I like, what I know is out there, but that will be a joint effort amongst all agencies of the city.
And then there are the new bollards. There are 2 padlocked here on this street corner, 2 on the other street corner, and then 4 slots here in the street to deploy them. But the NOPD confirms to me they have never been fully deployed.
Those have never been utilized by the New Orleans Police Department.
Is there a plan to utilize them at some point?
Right now, the plan is to continue using secure guards that are out there.
Palumbo says a major concern is allowing emergency vehicle access, especially for a fire like the 3-alarm at the Royal Sonesta this past weekend.
If those barriers had been in place and it's not something that can easily be moved, who knows what would have happened there.
After New Year's, we learned the city purchased 47 Archer barriers like these years ago, but during the attack they were sitting unused in a storage yard. Peter Whitford owns the company that supplies the Archers.
I think the city of New Orleans made a tremendous start when they first purchased the equipment that we've got. There's an opportunity to add to that, and we would like to help the city sort of make those decisions.
The terror attack brought a flurry of plans and debate, but no permanent solutions.
It's just a little bit disheartening. 14 people died, 57 people were injured, and we've almost completely forgotten about it.
Matt Stone of the New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation said so far, Mayor LaToya Cantrell's administration and the City Council have left NOPD out to dry.
The chief and the administration have been very open about, we're going to do everything we can, but we are looking to either the city council or the mayor to give us the final say on what it is that's going to be permanent.
New Year's 2026 is just a few months away. Mardi Gras right on its heels.
It doesn't take a 4th of July or New Year's or any other major holiday. You can walk out on Bourbon Street on any given weekend, and it's busy. So, it can happen at any time, and the city is not prepared.
David Hammer, WWL, Louisiana.
Palumbo said TCP Security Solutions assessed the secure guard barriers today and found dirt and debris inside of them has really limited their effectiveness. Palumbo said he hopes that servicing them will prevent them from being moved as easily.